Okay, so we've unfollowed all of those people that we followed just to get through the account creation process. So our timeline is empty and we're not really seeing anybody to follow. So if you want to find some people to follow, one way to do that is to go ahead and start to search for things that are of interest to you. And there's a couple of different tools that you can, or a couple of different terms or ways to use terms to search. One is just to search for particular terms. Let's take gardening, for instance. Okay, so if I search gardening, here are all the tweets, the actual messages that have the word gardening in them, and there's a lot of them, and not all of them have to do with gardening. But if I look up here at the top left, you can see I can also look at people who have gardening either in their Twitter name or in their bio. And that's why putting those keywords in your bio is important, so you can help to find people. So now I can look through here and see if there's someone that I'm interested in following. If I'm not sure based on the name and the bio, I can actually click on that account and look at the kinds of tweets that they're sending and see if those messages might be useful to me. And once I find somebody who might be sharing information that I can use professionally, that I'm interested in, all I have to do is go ahead and click the follow button next to their account. And now that I've done that, when I go back up here to home, now you'll see I have tweets in my timeline here based on who I'm following. Another way to search for people to follow is to actually, instead of just using a term like gardening, you can use what's called a Twitter hashtag. And what a hashtag is if you look right over here under trends on the left hand side, you'll see this little pound sign in front of those words. And what that pound sign does is sets those words apart so that those are keyed in as keywords, right? So that you're not just randomly including that word in your tweet. You've actually added it as a hashtag, which really tells people, hey, this tweet is about this. So instead of just looking for gardening, let's try # gardening. Okay, now that we're not just looking for the word gardening, we're looking for the hashtag gardening. And this might actually lead us, if we look at these tweets, to people to follow who actually tweet about gardening, and we know that they're talking about gardening because they've included this hashtag. And so if I look at somebody like Teresa Watkins here, and I look at their tweets and say, hey, this looks like stuff that I'm interested in, then I can just follow them, and now I've found someone else to follow on Twitter. So if you're watching this because you want to start tweeting around our fall conference at NDSU, we use a hashtag for our NDSU Fall Conference 2012, and that hashtag is #NDSU CONF for conference 2012. So NDSU Conference 2012, NDSU CONF 2012 with the hashtag in front of it. And when you type that into the search box up here and click enter, now you're going to see all the tweets that use that hashtag. And now you can see I sent a tweet using that hashtag. So to Glenn Muskie, those are two people that you might want to follow. They're both really cool and tweet really interesting stuff. And so you can click on the name, and when that loads, click follow, close that one. Same thing with Glenn, click on the name. When that loads, click follow. So that's really all there is to it in terms of getting following. Now the last thing that we want to do with just about 45 seconds left in this video is for you to tweet. So all you need to do to tweet is click up here where it says compose new tweet and type your tweet. You're limited to 140 characters. And if you do decide to tweet, why don't you include that conference hashtag if you're doing it for the NDSU Extension REC Fall Conference 2012, and that way other people will be able to find you as a new Twitter user in NDSU Extension Service or NDSU Ag Experiment Station. I hope this has helped you get started on Twitter. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks.